Hi, it's Lipstick Gal. Thank you so much for watching today. I wanted to talk a little bit about holiday makeup sets. I know there's a ton of videos out there talking about which ones are the best, which ones have the best value price per ounce, which ones are the most exciting or have the most viral products. But I think before we even get to the point of which ones to get, we need to talk about some other things. So that's what I wanted to talk about today. Thank you so much for watching. If you aren't already, would you please subscribe and let me know which sort of holiday sets, which products that are limited edition are really kind of pulling you in and have you buy the lapels and have you drooling going, oh, I really, really want that. All right, so if you don't already know, I'm the sort of person, I'm a huge impulse purchaser. I shouldn't be, but I am. I'm just gonna own it. So I think the first thing you wanna know for sure is what sort of purchaser are you? What sort of rings your bell? Like, when do you start salivating? What sorts of things are gonna pull you in, and to be extra wary of those. I guess even before we get to this point, please, please, please understand, I am not telling you need to buy anything. I want you to be fiscally responsible. Do you have a budget for these things? Are you shopping for gifts for other people, or are you like me? I see these gifts as gifts for myself. Oh, look at that. I'd love to try that. I have a great excuse and a beauty budget because I do have this YouTube channel, but I know that not everybody is in the same place where I'm at. And I don't ever want you to feel like you have to keep up with those of us who have a YouTube channel. Please don't ever feel like you need to spend the same amount of money that I do. One of the most important things that I learned at a young age, and I'm so grateful my mom taught me this, she always used to tell me this. We'd go shopping and I'd see something on sale, and here I was, a 12 or 14-year-old, Mom, I want it. Look, it's on sale. And she would look at me and she'd go, Mijita, she's Mexican, Mija, would you pay full price for this? And a lot of times I would never have thought of that, because I'd put this on like a little denim jacket in the 80s and it was so cute. But the truth is, I don't know that that would have been the jacket if I had money to burn and I could choose anyone, that would have been the one that I purchased. I think that I was excited and pulled in by it because it was on the sale rack and it was a deal. So the one lesson my mom taught me that I still to this day think about is, if I had to pay full price for it, would I still purchase it? So a lot of times these holiday sets, you get all of these wonderful things at such a great bargain price. And sometimes I'm pulled in by the price, but then that's when I ask myself, would I buy this at full price? And when the answer is no, I move on. The next question I like to ask myself, is this gonna work for my skin type? I have combo skin. Some people have dry skin, some people have oily skin, and those of you who are blessed with normal skin, oh, lucky, lucky ducks that you are. But I have to think, will the products that I'm interested in work on my combo skin? The other question I ask myself, are the shades in these holiday sets appropriate for my skin tone? Okay, so here's one that I think is a really good example. This is one that I saw and I instantly wanted to purchase because I love the brand and I love the products in there, but they didn't check all the boxes. This is the Rare Beauty Mini Blush and Glow 4-piece set. I love the liquid blush. I think it's a great formula and I wanted to get more of them. On top of that, there's 2 liquid highlights. Hooray, I love highlight. But then when I started really looking at it, although I feel like the blush colors would work for me, I feel like both of the highlight colors here on the Sephora app, they're swatched on models with a much darker skin tone than me. And it looks stunning on them. They are absolutely gorgeous. But I think, because I've seen some swatches online, that the undertone of the highlights, it would look, since I have fair skin, it would look like I have like a stripe of color. And when my face wasn't hitting the light and you didn't see the reflection, it would look like a little stripe of darkness, which is not what I want. I don't know that both of these liquid highlights would work for someone as fair as me. So this is where you need to ask yourself, if you have a richer skin tone, are these shades too light? Would it pull ashy? Do I actually wear shades like this? So ask yourself, not only would it work for my skin type, but would it also work for my skin tone? The next question I think is really important to ask yourself is, do I already have something like this? I know, I'm the first one to want to buy something because it's new and exciting. All right, so there is another set by Rare. I love Rare. I think they do some really beautiful things and their prices are amazing. There is this lip duo. It's the Everyday Rose Lip Oil and Liner Duo. It's $25 and you get a full-size liner and a full-size lip oil. I love the lip oil formula, but I realized that I haven't been wearing the one that I already have. I have one. And I don't know that right now I'm in need of another lip liner. But if you are in need of another lip liner and you are actually interested in this product, $25 for 2 full-size products is a great price. Then you need to know, are these colors really gonna work for me? Here's what I like about this. First of all, the value. Second of all, these are colors that are regularly in their lineup. The shade of the lip oil is one that's in their regular lineup of 8 shades. So when you finish it, like you inevitably will, if it's one of those limited edition only for the holiday shades, you want to go back and get it, you can't find it. But here, I love that Rare is creating a set with things that you can repurchase from their line. I think it's so smart. Before you purchase something new, could you possibly shop your stash? Do you have something that's similar color-wise and formula-wise, but is not the new thing? Another thing you're gonna wanna ask yourself is the product that I'm excited about the sort of product I already use? If you only ever wear powder, blush, and highlight, why are you looking at the Rare Beauty set that is liquid blush and liquid highlight? If you've never worn them before, or if it's a brand you've never tried before, are you willing to go out on a limb and not have it work for you? Think about that. The other thing is, why are you buying the lip set that has all of these bright, bold colors if you're really kind of like a sheer lip gloss or a chapstick kind of person? Keep those sorts of things in mind as you're going through and evaluating. After that point, I want you to start thinking about price per ounce. There is a set that I was like, oh, I'd love to buy that. It's the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask. Love it. I've been using the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask for the last decade or more. Always have one by my bedside. I love it. I use it constantly. And so when I saw this set for $32, it's the Starlit Lip Mask Trio. I was like, look, they've got a full size and 2 minis. Fantastic, exactly, $32. It's a great price because a full size, just a regular full size, and this is the one in Berry, is $24. All right, but then I did a little digging. Here's what I want you to do as well, is when you go in, look at the description of the product, because usually it will tell you how much is in there. And I thought it was a full-size lip sleeping mask because it looks like the packaging of the full-size lip sleeping mask. It's not. The full-size lip sleeping mask has 20 grams or 0.7 ounces. This one in there that looks like the packaging for the full size is only 10 grams or 0.35 ounces. It's exactly half. And then you do get 2 minis, and these minis are 0.28 ounces or 8 grams each. You're normally getting 0.7 ounces. If you were to add everything up that's in this set, you're getting 0.9 ounces. It's not that much more. Now, if you're getting the set, sometimes it makes sense to certain people to get the set because they want to try the different flavors or the different scents or the different colors. If that's you, you need to know that about yourself, and then that's a valuable reason to pay maybe a few dollars more to be able to try options. I think that's really important, but I know that the mango and the caramel apple are limited edition scents for the holidays, so if you fell in love with those, you wouldn't be able to get them again. Now, in the vein of price per ounce, this is when I really want you to think about the things that you regularly finish up. I always finish up mascara. I finish up a lot of brow products, certain types of lip products I use to the bottom, like my lip sleeping mask, like certain types of lip glosses, lip balms, things that I never have bare lips. So if I could find a set that was price per ounce, I'm getting value in it, and then there are also colors and shades that I would use, I would really consider it. But the one thing I'll tell you, my favorite mascara is the one from Lancome, the Monsieur Big. It's $30 per tube. I've been using that for the last 6 years. I'm wearing it today. It's one of my favorite mascaras. And at the holidays, you can get 2 for $35. Now for me, because it's a product I know when I finish it, if I needed to go get another one, I could go get another one. It's not limited edition. And I'm getting 2 for just a little bit more than full price. It's almost like making them half off. That for me is like totally worth it. So if you are a Tarte mascara fan. They've got a duo of lights, camera, lashes on Sephora. If you tap into like, I know there's a set here, there are iconic lashes, $44, and you're getting an eyeliner and you're getting 3 of their full size mascaras. Now, if one of these mascaras is not your favorite, I know that Ulta has the same set, but instead of having their Big Ego mascara, they have their Man Eater mascara in there. So they have the tubing one, they have the lights, camera, lashes, and if you like the Big Ego, you can get that at Sephora, and if you prefer the Man Eater, you can get that at Ulta. But $44 for 3 mascaras and an eyeliner, that kind of makes like each individual product just about $11. That's drugstore prices for a high-end mascara. This is the time to do that. Now, if you love Benefit brow products, holidays is a great time to get a set, and they have various sets. Some of them have brow gels and the skinny pencil. Some of them have the thicker pencil and something else. If you're an Anastasia Brow Wiz sort of brow person, I know ABH has some holiday sets as well. Start looking for the things you know you finish. If you are a Laura Mercier translucent powder fan, the brand always comes out with like their giant tub and their velour puff at a reduced price. This is the time to buy the things you know you use and you know you finish at a fraction of their price. Now that we've talked about kind of like the criteria that I kind of make myself run down, I'm just going to tell you about some other sets that really instantly caught my attention. I was like, oh wait, and then I had to go like, oh, but no. Okay, the first one here is that $90 Hourglass palette. Oh my goodness, they're stunning. I have so many from past years, and that's one of the main reasons I told myself no. Did you ever finish any of the old ones? No. Should you? Yes. Before you buy another one? Absolutely. But the one that would work well for my skin tone for this year is the jellyfish one. And guess what? I already have 2 out of the 6 shades in there. So I know that a third of the palette I already own. Why would I pay $90 to get like just a quad? So when I think about it that way, if there's a shade that I want, do they have a mini of it? And I get just that shade, but chances are I'm not addicted to any of these. They're beautiful when I pull them out, but I don't use them daily. I do use the finishing powder daily, and I feel like instead of spending $90 here, I'd rather spend the 40 what dollars, or is it $50 now, for just a full size of the Ambient lighting powder in diffused light, because that's the one that I use the most. To repurchase what I know works for me is a staple in my collection, and it makes more sense to buy what I know I'm going to use and then pull out what I already have from Hourglass. But I definitely was pulled in by the packaging. The packaging is beautiful. I always love the holiday offerings, but it's kind of expensive. Another one that really made me go, what? Is this Armani Beauty Lip Power Matte Long Lasting Lip Duo. All right, so each of these would normally be $45. And you get 2 of their new matte lipsticks, as well as this cute little red pouch, and they call it a $95 value. Okay, but then I started looking at these, and although these are really pretty, it's the shades. I know that these shades pull a little peachy, and I don't prefer a peach leaning lip on me. Have I been wanting to try this new lip power in the matte formula? Because I have one of the cream formulas that I really like. Yes, but I prefer a pink leaning lipstick. If it's a nude, one that is nude but has a slight pink lean as opposed to a peach lean, because a peach leaning nude always makes me look like a corpse. It doesn't work on my skin tone. So I feel like although the formula might be fun and it's, you know, a luxury product at a reduced price, wrong colors. I'm trying to talk myself out of this one because it's stunning. It's the InnBeauty project. They have a 4 full-size lip oil for $48. Now, I've got more than 200 lip products, full-size lip products in my collection already. Do I need more lip oils? No. Have I been buying lip oils like mad all throughout 2023? Yes, I have. I have one here. Like I could reach for like a ton of them. They're just sitting right here. I don't know why I think I need more lip oils. I don't. But I was like, look, I've never tried this brand. There's 4 of them. It's a set. And the nice thing is you're getting a clear, you're getting kind of like a wine toned one, you're getting a red one, a pink one. I feel like they're all very usable shades. But I've never tried the brand, and I'm not sure I'm ready to part with nearly $50. And I have kind of all the shades I need, but I'm curious. And the reviewer aspect of my channel makes me go, you should try it and review it, and you tell other people what's good or not. And the other part of me is like, girl, you don't need any more lip oil. All right, I'm gonna end on this one. This is one that kind of made me a little bit mad. Now, this is not a set that kind of pulled me in and made me wanna go, I want that. But it's one that I saw that made me kind of, get a little frustrated. Okay, so obviously I'm makeup obsessed. I know a lot about makeup. I've been buying makeup forever for what seems like forever. And there were the years that I would buy the like sets from Tarte or from Too Faced. And those two brands I feel are kind of like really well known for putting out like special holiday sets. And I used to think that they were special. And the longer I've been around, the more I feel like they are limited edition, but the quality is not the same. So if you were to buy a regular Tarte blush, it's not always going to be the same quality that you're going to find in the holiday packaging. Sometimes it is, a lot of times it's not. I find that to be the case with eyeshadows. I find that to be the case with powder face products. So just kind of keep that in mind. But there is this Amazonian Clay Party Palette Cheek Set. You get 3 individual palettes. They all have a different kind of exterior packaging for $42. But they say that the value is $234. Now, I don't know in what world inexpensive holiday plastic packaging with a blush, a highlighter, and a bronzer would be worth, like 3 of those would be worth $234. What? I don't know. The other thing that's really interesting here is that when you're looking at the price per ounce, each of the pans, you have 3 pans per palette. Each pan is 3.1 grams or 0.1 ounce. And when you look at the rest of what Tarte has to offer, here's what's interesting. Tarte already has a mini clay play to go cheek palette for $25 on Sephora's website. In each of the pans in there, there's a blush, a highlight, and a bronzer. Each one of those is 0.1 ounces or 3.1 grams. Exactly the same as the set for holiday. Okay, just something to keep in mind here. Now maybe this $25 price point for this here is a value, but there is no way that the other one, they're saying you can get it for $25 here if you buy this set, and they say it's $234. $234 divided by 3 means that each of those palettes will be worth $78. Are you going to be paying nearly $80 for a Tarte palette? And they all look like the pinks are very similar. The bronzers are all very similar. The highlights are all very similar. Now maybe you're splitting it up and giving one to your daughter, one to your best friend, keeping one for yourself. Still, even though it is on sale at that like $40 what dollar price, is that really valuable enough to you? Are they different enough to you? Or would it be better for you to get the one for $25? Just to get the one. If you really wanted a Tarte, bronzer, highlight, blush set, would the one that's less expensive be better for you? Just something to keep in mind. Sometimes I feel like holiday sets can get a little inflated. And I wanted to mention that one at the end because it's a little frustrating when I saw it. Now, it doesn't call to me. I would much rather buy the one blush that I like, the one bronzer that I like, the one highlighter that I like, and a little bit more because I know they're exactly going to work for me. And sometimes a face palette, maybe only half of it works or 2/3 of it works. And I feel like that's something definitely to keep in mind. But don't always feel like you're getting the best deal ever when these huge holiday sets have all of these options. Would you use all of those colors? Would you use all of the formulations? Would they work for you? And sometimes Tarte, Too Faced, sometimes the Sephora brand or the Ulta brand, they have all of these sets. I don't know that they're actually the same quality as what they sell during the rest of the year. Just something to keep in mind. I can't say for sure or not, but my experience has been that sometimes things are a little powdery. They're not as pigmented. They don't last as long. And then if you really like something, there's no way to go and buy it again. Let me know what has kind of been catching your eye. And this is just me going through Sephora. You could do the same thing on Ulta or at your local department store. Just think about what things you actually use, what would actually be a good value, and then are you just excited because it's new and for the holidays? Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. And if this was helpful, share it with a friend or give me a thumbs up or subscribe if you haven't. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again soon.